everyone, welcome to Tech Podcast 101. In today's episode, we have Amogh Vasistha. Amogh Vasistha is currently a developer intern at Aurigo, and also he was ex-project trainee at HPE, and also is currently doing his final year undergraduate at VVC. Welcome to podcast, Amogh.
Thank you, Sumukh.
How are you, Amogh?
I'm good. Everything is going well. Bit busy in
Yeah,
interning.
how is Bangalore?
Still catching up. It's been 3 months since I got here.
Is it raining there?
Uh, in this area, no. We haven't seen any
Oh,
rainfall till now. Hopefully, coming
yeah.
days.
So let's come to the first question of the day.
Yeah.
So why did you join engineering, that too particular to computer science or IT related? What's your motivation or inspiration to join this?
Okay. Like, I decided that I had to do engineering in computer science when I was in ninth standard. So, my cousin brother, his name is Pradyumna, and he's currently working in Amazon Seattle as a senior product manager. So he studied at NI, and then he was like the student to back the highest package in Mysore at that time, like 7 years ago. So this got me thinking that there are more opportunities in computer science when compared to other fields in future. So in my pre-university, I decided to take computer science as my elective subject. Then I was streamlined into computer science.
Yeah, that's
Especially, I
great.
liked programming.
Have you tried or did you tried programming or coding before coming to like the core engineering life?
Yeah, like I said in my PUC, like pre-university college,
Hmm.
I took computer science as my one of the major subjects. So there, I we had C++ and OOPS concept, which wasn't we didn't know how to apply them in real life, but still we got a pretty good hold of it in PO. Like fundamentals were really strong. And in my first year of engineering, I didn't feel much difficult to understand the CS concepts that we had.
Yeah, so it became like easy to understand when you came to first year of engineering, as you know, like basic level.
Yeah, like those are important, right? At least you have to get hold of one language, and we also had data structures in PU. So
Mm, yeah.
the first 2 years of engineering went pretty well. Like I didn't
So
have to look for some other tutorial sessions.
So you are in currently in final year. So how was your last 3 years or last 3 years in engineering life?
In the first year, we didn't have computer science as our major subject, if you remember. In the first sem, we had everything but computer science. In second sem, it was a COVID semester for us, and computer science subject, we didn't get pretty good knowledge of it. But since I had learned basics, it wasn't a burden for me to attend tests or read once again for exams and all.
Yeah.
So we also didn't have first year exams due to COVID. So I still remember our first semester exams got postponed. So during examinations, I mentioned my brother, right? I got a call from him and he said, there is a website project that's pending. Would you like to take it up? So I was like, why not? No, stepping onto a new domain wouldn't be hard because we had enough leisure time in first year. So that's when I got into freelancing. So it was my first freelancing project, and he was the first one to give me a project. So he was doing freelancing in his final years of engineering. So when he got into uh, professional work, he had to make his time to
Yeah.
concentrate on it. So I took the responsibility and I handled it. I handled some 2 to 3 projects till now.
How was second and third year?
Yeah, in second year and third year, we had to build a resume pretty well for our placements, and it was the time where we were actually introduced to fundamental concepts like OS, DSA, DBMS, and all. And also, we attended few hackathons. We didn't win any of them, but still, it was a great exposure for us in problem solving. And yeah, I did a lot of problem solving in lead code and hackathon, which helped me a lot in placements.
Yeah.
That second year and
So
third year went as it is.
yeah, that's great, Amol. So you said you started freelancing from first year. So till now, how many projects you have done, and how did you get the clients? Like, how did you reach to them?
Yeah, like I said, the first one was given to me by my brother, and the client was a doctor. So I had to build a profile for him on the website where he mentioned some of his details and a few surgical information, and also booking reservation for appointments. So I used see, building from scratch is really difficult. Unfortunately, I had to learn full stack for this, but I got introduced to a new tool called WordPress, where it's easy to build your website using different APIs and plugins. So I use simple plugins and build them. That was my first project, and it was really good. You can search drharshacm.com. It's my first website, and I didn't exhibit myself or promote myself in any form. The word spread, and his colleagues were interested in getting a website done as well, and they contacted me, and I did it for two more doctors. And in further days, they opened a clinic, and they wanted a website for it, and I did that too. So yeah, till now I have completed 3 to 4 projects.
Yeah,
The
that's
fourth
great.
one is
Like,
pending. I have completed three.
nice, Amol. So, did you know about WordPress and other things when you started with, or did you learn it
No,
as fresh?
yeah, when I got to know that I had to use WordPress to build website, I started learning it, watched some YouTube videos, and did some hands-on sessions on it as well. So yeah, when you try it for the first time, for my first project, it almost took 2 months to get the website done. So choosing a design is really important. It took me a while
Yeah,
to uh, make that happen. If you choose the structure properly, then you can just add the data whenever the client gives you. That shouldn't be the problem. So yeah, once I completed the website, I got to know what all should be done prior, what all I had to do for homework as well, and yeah, for my next project, even the interaction with the client is also important. You can't just agree to his every requirements that the client gives. So yeah, there was a decline in the graph in the first project, but going on, it was really good.
yeah,
Like my second project, I finished it uh, in 2 weeks, I guess. Yeah.
yeah. So next is like you have mentioned that you do competitive programming.
Hmm.
So how many questions you have solved, like DSA questions and competitive programming questions?
I don't remember the exact number, but probably I would have solved over 75 to 100 plus problems, in,
Yeah,
especially
on which
medium level
platform
problems.
base?
Yeah, lead code, hacker rank, and there's a hacker earth, I guess.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah, that's
Geeks for Geeks.
lead code, hacker rank, and
GFG, Geeks for Geeks.
GFG. Yeah. So, other than freelancing, did you do any like exciting projects you want to share with us?
Well, I was one of the student who was selected at HPE CDY project. So HPE organized a program called Catch Them Young, which they target fifth semester students, and they put into projects, uh, real time projects in industrial level. So I got a chance to work on it, and there we were given a high performance computing monitoring project, which we had zero knowledge at that time. So our mentor at HP was Sanjay Yugal, and he helped us. He guided the way to succeed the project, because since we had zero knowledge, we had to do some research, right, before
Yeah.
starting the project. So yeah, we did some research and we started. We didn't even start the project till a month, till 45 days. Then after 45 days, the actual work started, and we finished it in 4 to 5 months.
So, what are the challenges you faced that time when you were doing that project?
Yeah, basically the HPC monitoring is something related to Kafka. There will be a lot of metrics generated by high performance clusters. So we had to monitor them, observe the trend, and alert the user about some unusual trends in the graphs. So this was our problem statement. So we used tools like Kafka, Grafana, Prometheus. So like we didn't have any knowledge about this. Those were actually the first time we heard these terms. But yeah, then we got to know what every software does, and we slowly started making. First, we exposed the metrics, high performance computing metrics, and then we monitored it using Grafana, and then we used some Python scripts like Selenium to run tests and alert the users about anomalies. So yeah, starting there was a learning curve in the project, but overall, by the end of it, the project seems a bit silly, because you know after you do it, it'll be like, oh, this is it. Like this was so simple. If you had knew, if
Yeah.
you knew the tools prior to the project, but yeah, that's how we learned.
So, you have learned so many tools, new technologies. So, where do you learn all this? Like, is there any particular YouTube channel or any articles you read?
The first thing is reading the documentation that's available in the website. Like every software publishes a page called documentation, right? So that's where you get all information about the product. So that's the first thing that we can do for installation and configuring the software. So the next steps to play with it, you have to watch some YouTube videos. I watched some YouTube videos, and well, we didn't do any course on it, but yeah, YouTube videos were enough.
Yeah. Like, did you follow any particular YouTube channel for DSA preparation interview or anything like that?
Oh, for DSA,
Mhm.
I followed Love Bubber,
Okay.
and I followed. There's another guy called Nishal Chatterjee. Followed his channel, and also Apna College. Apna College was the
Mhm.
first YouTube channel that I started watching related to DS.
Yeah. So, like, currently you are intern at Aurigo. So,
Yeah.
when did you started your placement preparation at which sem and what are your preparation?
I started preparing after sixth sem. To be honest, yeah, especially for placements, yeah, after sixth sem, because when we completed the project, we had HPE interview. So for that, I was preparing, and I got rejected in third round. That the interview level was pretty good. They had amazing questions and a lot of tricky questions as well. And so after that, I lost hope of getting placed in any other company. And then after a few days, I started preparing for companies. Then the company started coming to a college, right? So I started preparing for that, and my intention wasn't to clear Aurigo, like prepare for Aurigo. So even when I was getting interviewed at Aurigo, prior to that, I had not done any preparation on OS, networking, any theoretical concepts. But yeah, whatever I had done for HPE, I had a little bit of memory.
Yeah,
So yeah, I probably started it 1 month prior to my placement,
like end of 6M, like that.
end of system.
So did you follow any DSA sheets like Striver sheet
Yeah,
like that?
I for yeah, well, you can't solve everything from start, right? So there's this there's a cheat sheet called Striver 79.
Yeah,
So that's where you solve the most of the placement questions are asked in that 79 questions. So like 70% of good companies ask questions based on that. Even in Origo, I was asked some of the questions regarding which was on 79 Striver sheet. So it helps you really well.
yeah. So you said you went to many hackathons and you participated there. So what was your experience and hackathon and what are the learnings you did there?
The first hackathon was conducted by JC. I was in my first year, and it was completely problem solving. 3 rounds in hacker rank, and if you clear that, you'll be ranked accordingly. So there were 3 easy questions, 2 medium, and 1 hard level. I solved 3 easy questions, and I solved 1 medium level question as well, and that's it. I wasn't able to solve. Like there, it was 3.5 hours time, I guess. I ran out of time.
Mm.
Even the medium level question, I wasn't able to complete it with minimum time complexity. It exceeded the
That was
time,
in
and
first year, right?
first year.
Oh, yeah.
In second year, uh, I as a team we participated in a Smart India Hackathon. We weren't one of the finalists, but we had put a lot of effort on it. We took a problem segment that was unique. Like it was, how do you how a person can authenticate himself in remote places there is no internet and all. So we
Mm.
had to research some two-factor authentication stuff, and we had prepared like everything for hashing, hash code and all. So we had a solution, but it didn't seem optimal in that hackathon. So yeah,
Okay.
and we also participated in Infothon, which was conducted by our college, and there we did a project on DBMS. It was a money management system. Yeah, we didn't get any award, but yeah, it was a pretty good project. So that's where we got to know how to build a solid project in time.
Yeah, hackathons like we need to deliver as far as fast.
Yeah,
Yeah. Also, we need to like do documentation, designing, and pitching our product or
yeah,
project.
exactly.
Yeah. So you did HP project trainee. So how was your experience? And you also you're currently doing Aurigo software. So how HP helped in Aurigo? Is there any relevant experience like tech things or is this helpful or not?
Yeah, HP was the first industrial level project. It was the first time when we were exposed to actual computer science industry, right? Till then, we were doing college projects, deploying it in our local system itself, right? So here we had to deploy it in real time. So in HP, as soon as we completed the project, they had it tested in their servers as well, our solution. And our mentor said that our solution is being used in their production level. So that was the highlight of our project. So then we got to know there'll be a lot of constraints that you have to keep in mind while doing real-time projects. One is time constraint, and then you need to have really good knowledge on what you're doing. You can't
Yeah.
just take a project and then say, "Oh, okay, I'll learn this first." You have to learn whatever you have to before starting the project itself. So yeah, that in Aurigo, yeah, we had 1.5 months of 1.5 month of training. So we were trained on different tools. It was .NET, MS SQL, and C Sharp and all. So yeah, it helped us understand how they are being implemented at real time, and especially till my third year, I didn't even know how to debug the code. It's really important, right? Debugging. So yeah, it all helps you if you have worked in at least one real-time project. You'll get to know how you can debug the errors, how you can optimize your code, and you should be able to explain every word. Like even a small entity in your code should be explained detailed. Like you should be having that level of knowledge in real-time projects.
Yeah, that's great, Amog. So next is like, what is your favorite programming language or coding language and why?
I wouldn't say favorite, but I started coding in C in my pre-university when I was 18, and slowly I moved on to Java. So till my placements, Java was my, I wouldn't say favorite, but yeah, uh, like priority language. I would prioritize Java to solve problems rather than any other languages.
These are your favorite coding language, we can
Yeah,
say.
like Java, as I said, Java is one of my favorite language, and C. Currently, I'm learning C sharp, which is like pretty good. It's like combination of Java and Python.
Yeah. So you said C sharp. What are the projects we can build with that C sharp?
Usually, C sharp is used in. If you remember, the first time we used C sharp was to code Arduino, right? In our first
Yeah.
in our first sem, we had this lab where we had to build an Arduino project where Arduino took C sharp code. So it helps in embedded systems, and yeah, in ASP.NET Web Forms, you can put it in C sharp. Like you can define functionalities in C sharp. JavaScript code can go pretty lengthy. You can always use C sharp for that.
Yeah. So does CGPA matters?
I would say if you have any plan for higher studies or for placements, a decent CGPA I would say is 8.5 because it's like the safe zone, right? Many companies might ask you if you're interested in on-campus placements, then you need to have really good CGPA. Like having backlogs is a bit difficult for you to get placed, for anyone to get placed for that matter. Some companies they don't even mention no active backlogs. They mention like
Yeah.
no backlogs at all. You should be having any backlogs in your previous semesters. So yeah, having your grade is really important.
So what should be the minimum CGPA you think it's enough
Yeah,
placements?
like I said, if you're interested in placements, 8 to 8.5 is good.
Okay. So also the certification matters, and what are the certifications one should do before placements?
Certifications matter if you're interested in that course. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter if you just want to uh, get some credit for college for your academic purpose. Any relevant certification in your domain really matters. Like if you're interested in cloud, if you're working on Google Cloud, like they have some certification, right? Master level,
Yeah.
beginners level. Yeah, those are really important. And even in probably AWS, we have certifications, a lot of certifications. Yeah, those are important. And in college, probably they'll ask us to do some NPTEL course. I don't know how much that will be effective, but if you watch the courses right, if you learn the course really well, then you will be having strong fundamentals. Right, you
Yeah.
can work on any project. So doesn't matter if it's NPTEL, Udemy, or any other uh, online courses. If you're interested, then certifications doesn't matter.
So basically, whatever and wherever we do courses or certifications, the only final thing matters is learning and doing more projects.
Yeah, even if you do a certification, if you don't have that skill, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Recently, in my organization, in my company, senior uh, employee was having a chat with us, and he asked us, "What do you think we look for? Any company looks for? Is it skill or is it capability?" So we all said it's skill, right? But he said, "No, anyone can have skill. They can learn any technology, any programming language, any tools. But you should be capable to solve the problem using that tool." So yeah, that you'll get from certification courses.
So it is learn by doing more projects so that we can know our mistakes and we can like find bugs and resolve it.
Yeah, like I said, certification courses will just enhance your skills. But to be capable of solving problems, you need to do some hands-on projects. Projects really help you a lot, more than certification. Your experience matters.
So did you follow any roadmap for your engineering? Like first year I should learn these technologies, second year I should learn these and all.
Yeah. My brother Pradyumna, he was actually my mentor throughout my engineering. Like almost 80% of what he had encouraged me to do, or what he had put a roadmap, I had completed that. And in first year, he actually uh, told me to learn one programming language completely. So
Yeah.
I did Java first year, and then in second year, he told me to do some problem solving in second and third year. So that's where you'll be having enough time to build your resume. Resume building should be the highest priority if you want to get placed after your engineering career. Right. So in my second year, I did some freelancing work. I did problem solving. Most of the time, I didn't do anything. And in my third year, in my third year, concentrated on hackathons and few theoretical concepts for my placements.
Yeah. So you said about resume. So what is one tip you want to give? Like how a resume should be?
Yeah, I'll just give the tip that every senior of mine has given me. Keep learning. It's the only thing that you can do to. Uh, if you are an engineer, then your goal is to solve problems, right? That's the definition of engineering. So you should be able to solve any problem in your domain. So if you keep learning new things, you'll be having enough idea to solve at least that problem in brute force method.
So do you recommend one should start is like coding journey, like coding in lead code, GFC from first year only, or can he start from second or third year?
Yeah, early is better, right?
Yeah.
In first year, if you start, you'll be having enough time to cover many problems till your placements. And you need not wait till your placements, right? You can apply for internships in second year or third year. You can get your hands on real time soon if you start early. Like, and also learning. third year might get a bit pressurized because you'll be having a lot of work in third year.
Yeah,
uh, in your academic calendar, you'll be having some projects that you have to submit to college. So that's the big issue, right? If you are working on it, then it would take a while to complete the project. So your time will be gone just to concentrate on the project. You won't be getting enough time to uh, do problem solving and all. So it's better if
yeah.
you start in first or second year.
So, what is the ideal time one should start his or her preparation for placements or interview?
Placements, I would say second year, second or third year. In your fourth sem, definitely. Because till your fourth sem, it's your learning period, right? You'll be
Yeah,
getting in fifth and sixth sem, you won't be having the theoretical concept that will be asked in placements. Might be asked, but yeah, unless your job role is different and you don't have that on your resume, you shouldn't be concerned of that. But the second year of computer science engineering is really important. You'll be having core concepts. So I would say start from fourth or fifth sem.
that's great, Amog. Thank you for joining today's episode of Tech Podcast 101.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it, man.
So, what,
Thank you for having
like,
me here.
do you have any suggestion for us, or like, do you have any words for Tech Podcast?
This is a great podcast, actually. Yeah, we're actually really proud of you. Starting a new podcast is a bit difficult, and while you're studying and working. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's really great. I appreciate it. Continue all your activities. You'll be going to great heights soon. All the best.
thank you so much, Amog. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye.